It's 38 right now in Chicago. I'm Steve Grzanich in the WGN newsroom, ready to join the conversation live whenever a story changes on Chicago's very own 720 WGN.
Live from the Allstate Showcase Studio, this is the Steve Cochran Show on Chicago's very own 720 WGN.
Well, I may have turned 57 last week, but I haven't lost a step. As you know, I skateboard to work every morning.
Usually, unless it snows.
Regardless of the weather. And if you've listened to this show for a long time, you may remember a young broadcaster named Spike Odell hosted it for about 10 years. And you were on with Spike.
I was.
Right?
Sorry about that. I was, from 04 to 08.
Yeah, well, in 2008, Michael Kostjeska and Michael's buddy since 7th grade, Arthur Swidzinski, were on because they were taking on a challenge called Shred America.
Yeah, this is cool.
Where they were skateboarding 950 miles from Chicago to New York City.
Wow.
And Spike put them on the radio. Well, they're doing a movie about it. Guess what? They were so tired, they just finished the movie.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. 10 years. 10 years in the making. Well, that's what an epic is.
Wow.
Let's go to Michael and get Arthur in here as well. And let me pick up Arthur here as well. Michael, how you doing?
Hey, great. How are you doing? Thanks for having us on.
How was the pronunciation of the last name?
You did a really good job.
Yeah, close. Well, at least close. Arthur,
close.
Arthur, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. Doing great. Back in Chicago, loving it.
Why did you guys take 10 years to do the movie? Were you tired?
Yeah, basically.
What have you been doing for the last 10 years? Trying to get money to finish the movie?
Go ahead, Arthur.
Sure.
You could tell the story better.
Yeah. So, basically, we just didn't know what to do with the film. We were in college at the time when we went on this trip, and then right after we actually went on the trip, we got back. We had 90 hours of footage, and we tried to cut it together. We had about a 4-hour edit, and after that, life sort of got in the way. We got jobs. I was working a lot of corporate video jobs. Mike got in the industry working, documentary films, and it got put on the back burner. We didn't really know what to do with it. And then finally, in 2012, I was working for another corporate job, decided to quit it, and went to Mike, and I was like, hey, man, we got to restart this film, that we have something here. And we got back into it. It's been 5 years in post, and we're really excited to premiere it in Chicago on March 24th.
And where's the premiere?
It's going to be at the Patio Theater. Doors open at 5. Film starts at 7. And we're going to have a DJ playing. We're going to have drinks at the bar. It's going to be a great night, super fun.
And Michael, Beyond the Sidewalk, which is a short doc about the first cross-country skateboard trip way back in 1976, that's going to air just prior to yours, right?
Yeah, exactly. So Jack Smith is a skateboarder and filmmaker as well, and he actually did this trip back in 1976 with 3 of his other buddies, and he put a little short film together. So we thought it would be a perfect marriage to kind of go, show the history of skateboarding and cross-country travel to our, a little bit more modern film.
How many skateboards did you burn up?
Surprisingly, we only rode one setup. We had bicycle trailers. So James Ligon and Anthony Michael rode bicycles with those baby trailers, and those were breaking all the time. Flat tires, gear problems, brake problems. So the skateboard surprisingly lasted the entire trip. It was the bikes that were the issue.
How did the bikers do? Because they rode 900 miles as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty tough for everybody, I would say, on the trip. But for the bikers, I mean, I give those guys so much props because they had the 2 baby trailers. They were reinforced with 5-ply plywood. So those things were 100 pounds, maybe over 100 pounds. And it wasn't your typical, cross-country biking, bike tour setup. So, it was very difficult. And the thing is that when we started this trip, we told everybody that everything was very planned out. Everything was going to be hunky-dory. But the truth is that we didn't really plan that much at all. And when you watch this movie, when you watch Short America, you're going to know exactly how not to skateboard across the country because we messed up the entire way.
Well, the one thing you can't plan for is the weather. So did you encounter any snowstorms or monsoons or just heat waves, anything that you didn't prepare for that you thought, oh gosh, we're going to take 2 weeks off now?
Well, one of the stupid things we did while planning was we decided to leave in the middle of the summer, and there was actually a 2-week span in the beginning of June of a heat wave, and temperatures were in the Midwest were reaching triple digits.
Ah, nice.
So we kind of screwed ourselves over that way because then we were always searching for water, for shelter, and it took a toll on us. And there's actually a scene we dedicated a little portion of the movie to just the heat wave that hit us.
What's the busiest road you skateboarded on?
I think it was Route 1, actually, when we were going into New York City. People were, like, swerving into us, and they were just, like, super mean. It was actually, it's sort of the peak of the film. And, you know, we did ride on the highways. We rode on the interstates, and so when we and it's illegal if you're wondering.
Right.
When we were in Indiana, police officers were pulling us over and telling us that we can't be on those roads, and they actually phoned in to the Ohio police. So when we got to Ohio, the cops were like, "Oh, you guys are the guys from Indiana. You guys need to get off the road. You guys need to get off."
But the problem is there's no sidewalk from here to New York City.
Well, that's
exactly. Well, actually, ironically enough, the interstate is actually, in my opinion, the safer route because they throw us on the back roads, and interstate at least have nice wide shoulders.
Right.
It's fairly smooth, you know. So when they threw us on the back roads, it was just gravel and ups and downs the entire time.
It might be a different answer for each one of you. What state did either one of you go, what the hell were we thinking?
To me, it was probably just the beginning of the trip in Indiana, but eventually you get into a groove and you just focus and go.
And once you've committed, you got to go, well, we're going to finish this now.
Yeah, there was no turning back.
And same thing for the movie. Again, the movie, you can see it. It's March 24th, Saturday at the Patio Theater. Tickets and information. Again, the website for that is what?
www. Go ahead, Arthur.
Yeah, it's www.shredamericafilm.com.
Either one of you guys married?
I am married. Yep.
And your wife supporting this?
Yeah, during the filmmaking process, she was very annoyed because I would stay up late at night on the weekends just working on this film with Arthur. Arthur actually lived in San Francisco, and I lived in New York, and we would edit the film together by coastal, so we would send each other cuts throughout the days and throughout the nights just working on it, and she got kind of annoyed by me because she just wanted to hang out with me.
Right. She figured I got married to you. Can I see you once in a while?
Exactly, but she's very excited for the premiere.
Well, I'm excited for both you guys, and we were trying to get Spike on last minute this morning. We couldn't track him down, but we'll tell Spike you guys said hi.
Oh,
yeah, absolutely.
He was a big part of the trip, and we appreciate you having us on.
All right, well, good luck, and all over social media as well, I assume?
Yep, we're on Facebook, Shred America Film, and Instagram, Shred America Film, and then our website, www.shredamericafilm.com. I encourage people to sign up for our newsletter because once the film actually hits real release, we'll let you know, and you'll be able to see it.
It's Michael and Arthur, and they skateboarded across America when they were still flexible and not as sore as they are today. Nice job, you guys. Congrats on finishing it.
Thank you, guys.
See you later.
Thank you.
It's Michael and Arthur. Nice
See ya.
guys. Nice guys.
Super nice guys.
Right, good dudes. Good dudes. That kind of commitment. 10 years.
Jeez, no kidding.
Coming back and revisiting it. Mm-hmm. Getting it done. Angering your wife. There's a lot
that
of
should be
reasons.
number one.
There's a lot of reasons to quit in that story, but they didn't quit.
No, they didn't.
So check it out if you are so inclined. And I would hope they'll put it on demand in some form sometime soon as well.
That'd be cool.
It is 9:22. We'll come back. There's a cool tennis thing. That's right, tennis. Mm-hmm. Coming to Chicago. We'll tell you about that coming up.